And welcome back to Sports the NEMO Way bonus episode. We decided to do an NFL preview. I know we've been slacking on some of our previews and things like that, but we really enjoy these, so we kind of wanted to try and get back to it while we had time. So we're going to do a little NFL preview. So let's get started. Obviously, all five of us are here, by the way. Not obviously, sorry, but all five of us are here for this episode. So we're going to get started with some awards. So, Drew, who is your MVP for this upcoming NFL season?
Well, I kind of have two. I'll say my regular pick, and then my bias pick. My regular pick is Trevor Lawrence for the Jaguars.
Okay.
I think adding Calvin Ridley along with second year with Doug Peterson's offense down in Jacksonville, I think he's going to. He had a breakout year last year, but I think he'll go even farther with it this year. And then my bias pick is my boy Justin Fields. It's been a long time coming.
I don't think they let MVPs play for last place teams.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
Probably got to throw for more than 140 yards a game.
Yeah. I'll be all right. He's gonna prove everybody wrong.
I like Justin Fields.
I think Justin Fields is going to be a good quarterback.
He's finally getting number one receiver, but.
I think that will make a big difference. I think you guys upgraded your offensive line a little bit.
Yeah, one of them just went on IR today, but
I hope he does good. I like him.
We don't have to talk about the Bears. It's okay. But yes, Trevor Lawrence is my MVP pick.
All right, fair enough. Wade, who did you have as your MVP pick?
I think this is the year of Justin Herbert.
I
think Herbert is going to come out and destroy the NFL this year.
I like it.
Yes, Herbert is my pick. He's obviously tremendously talented. He's obviously already had some big number years. They changed offensive coordinators into a guy that's more has a more open down the field offense, and Justin Herbert has just as big a cannon as anybody we've ever seen. And I think he's going to chuck it up and down the field and have gaudy stats. And I think the Chargers will be good enough for him to win an MVP.
All right, Uncle Doug, who would be your MVP?
I'm going with Joe Shiesty.
Oh,
I think Joe Burrow's going to have a little health this year and a little health on the team, and Bengals are going to play well enough that I think he's going to get his MVP.
I think that's a strong possibility.
All right, fair enough. I really mean this. I don't know the answer to it. Is he going to be ready to start the season?
He's back at practice.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
is
think
he?
He's supposed
Okay.
to go, yeah.
Today, I think he was back at practice.
Oh, okay. Good.
I don't know
good.
how limited he was, but he was back.
at least he's back.
Yeah.
Good deal. Ray, what would be your MVP?
Well, the man got his bag. He got some more talent. I have to go with Lamar Jackson.
For the second MVP, nice.
Second MVP, that would put him in rarefied air.
That's right.
And it might be tough up there with, Burrow and maybe a little Pittsburgh defense, but I think Lamar probably getting that fucking AFC.
I mean, if he stays healthy, he's already won one. I think it's a possibility.
Yeah.
It's a big if after the last couple of years. The
Yeah.
health thing,
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that brings us around to me. I'm going to be a little biased too, but mine's more realistic.
I figured.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to say my MVP is Jalen Hurts.
More realistic.
Yeah.
I like it.
My guy's actually shown he could be a good quarterback. But
I think all of our picks are realistic.
They switch spots.
Yeah.
Be the same thing.
no, my guy can throw the football.
Oh, yeah.
But that being said, yeah, I think Jalen Hurts took a huge step last year, got a bunch of notoriety, went to the Super Bowl, all that good jazz. And a lot of times you see that the residue from a season like that carry over into the next season. And I think it's possible he gets some awards this year because of it. All right, well, that is our MVP picks. Now let's head over to Offensive Player of the Year, which now should just be the best offensive player that's not a quarterback award. That's pretty much what they do with it now.
Okay.
But Drew, who would be your Offensive Player of the Year?
Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase.
So we already know him, and
Go along with
so him and Joe we already know have this great connection, but it's going to be even greater this year. So
Well, here's my thing. I think Jamar Chase is phenomenal, and I think he's top 3 receiver in the league. But he plays on an offense with 2 other good receivers. And I think that will hurt him in the Offensive Player of the Year award because the guy I have winning Offensive Player of the Year plays with no good receivers and is going to get every pass from his team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know
Like, it's
what
not
you're
necessarily
saying.
he's a better receiver, but there's no other options on his team. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But like I don't know if we were talking about this on air or not, but like we always talk about the Bengals getting hurt. One of the receivers always gets hurt.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And Burrow, when in doubt, lobs it up to Jamar.
It's true. He does.
So
All right. Wade, who's your Offensive Player of the Year?
I'm gonna go maybe a little shocker, but obviously he's a tremendously talented guy. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to feed Garrett Wilson all day long, and I think Garrett Wilson will get Offensive Player of the Year.
Nice.
I like it.
I mean, he won Rookie of the Year last year with getting pretty much a trash can thrown in the ball, and now
Don't hold back, Wade.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers could be a quarter of as good as he was a couple years ago, and he's better than what they've had the past couple years.
Garrett Wilson's that type of receiver Aaron Rodgers is great with. One that
Yes.
gets separation.
So
And he's young, he's quick. He's just what Devontae
he's
Adams.
tremendous. I mean, he had 1,000 yards as a rookie, I believe,
Yeah.
and won Rookie of the Year. So
Yeah.
now he has Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I think even if their team isn't as good as everybody thinks they're going to be, I think Garrett Wilson's going to put up tremendous stats.
Well, I think the key to what you said, Wade, is that the Jets' offensive line is really bad. So he's going to want to get rid of the ball quick to receivers to get open underneath.
That's
And
Wilson.
he can use his quickness and do that.
I mean, Wilson can get open pretty much anywhere. He's nasty. He's nasty.
All right, Uncle Doug, who do you have as your Offensive Player of the Year?
Well, I'm going to go a little different, too. I'm going to pick another quarterback. I think Josh Allen's going to be Offensive Player of the Year.
It could be.
Oh, okay.
Could be.
All right.
I think they're both going to have great seasons, and they're going to give Joe Shiesty the MVP and Josh the Offensive Player of the Year.
Fair enough. I mean, none of us picked him, but Josh Allen could win the MVP.
Easily, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's put up MVP caliber numbers for a few years now.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Ray,
Hmm.
what do you got there for Offensive Player of the Year?
I might have to go with Justin Jefferson.
Back to back, I like it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know their strengths of schedules this year, but I mean, he showed up last year, that trash of a schedule they had. So, I mean, I'm kind of going out on a limb, but I mean, it's very possible for him to go back to back.
I don't think it's unrealistic.
Well, to be anticlimactic, my pick is also Justin Jefferson.
The Vikings do have a good. I think that Jordan Addison's going to be a good number 2 receiver for the Vikings to replace Adam Thielen.
Well, I mean, Kirk Cousins is smart. When in doubt, just throw it to Jefferson.
I mean, that's what he did against the Bills, and look, probably one of the greatest catches of all time.
He's amazing. He's pretty amazing.
Indeed. All right, well, change sides of the ball. Who wins Defensive Player of the Year, Drew?
T.J. Watt set the sack record.
It's a solid pick.
I say
Very solid
he talked about it the other day how he was looking to it, and I said if he stays healthy, I don't see why he couldn't. I mean, he's a monster.
I mean, the Defensive
Yes.
Player of the Year award has become the pass rusher award.
Yeah.
So I mean, whoever leads the league in sacks usually wins it. So I could easily see it being Watt.
It's either a defensive end or it's a cornerback who had a really good year. I mean, a really, really good year, wasn't it? Yeah. So
Yeah, Stephon Gilmore got one.
yeah,
a few years
Gilmore
back.
got one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Better than that, it's
Back in the day, like Ed Reed got. Did Ed Reed get one? No, I don't think he did. Never mind. Maybe he might have.
I mean, I think Ed Reed and Ray Lewis both won one.
yeah.
Yeah, he might.
It's been a long time since the middle linebackers got one. You just
Yeah. They used to be the ones that got a lot of
Yeah.
love back in the day, and then
Yeah.
well, they were making all those tackles. Now it's
Well, it used to be the NFL used to be about running the football. Now it's about passing the football, so
So-
the pass rushers get the love.
and the cornerbacks get.
Yep.
So
Yep.
So Wade, who would be your Defensive Player of the Year?
Well, I think we've been building towards this for 2 years now. I think it's Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons is
yeah.
an absolute monster, and he's been getting, better every year. And I think this year, the Cowboys are choke artists, but at least regular season wise, they are loaded with talent on both sides of the ball. And I think people won't be able to just solely focus on Micah Parsons. He's obviously going to get lots of attention, but I think it's going to be a very big year for Micah Parsons.
well, As long as he stays healthy, he's another one. Last year he was.
Did he get hurt last year?
Yeah, he was a little banged up.
I think that's a really good pick, Wade. Uncle Doug?
Well, I want to go with Aaron Donald. Really bad. But he's about all our defense has got, so they're going to triple team him.
You might be right.
So, I mean, they're just going to triple team him. So I hate to be a copycat, but I'm going to go with Micah Parsons like Wade. If Aaron Donald can't get it, then
You want a Cowboy to get it?
well, I don't want him to get it. I want Aaron Donald to get it. But being realistic, I think Parsons is ready to go.
No, I mean, Parsons is phenomenal. So. All right, Ray, what you got at Defensive Player of the Year?
I think I'm gonna have to go with Bosa on the Niners.
Back to back.
That's a good choice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the team's stacked on defense. Purdy, is he not injured anymore?
No, yeah, he's playing.
He's going to be.
So he might be show out. He might show out for the offense, but I mean, if the offense is running and all he's got to do is prevent and stay solid, I think Bosa would probably get it.
I think the only thing that might mess you up is right now he's holding out, and they say he's not close to closing his contract out. So
Right.
I don't know if he'll hold out into the season. I hope not, because that would really affect
Yeah.
the 49ers. But
I think
Well,
he's
he
more of a
holds out
gamer.
for the Rams games.
never know.
I think he's a gamer. I think he'll get what he wants.
Oh, he's gonna get the
get it.
richest defensive player contract
Yeah.
probably ever. That's just how it works. But then someone else will pass him in a year or two, and blah blah blah.
Yep.
All right. Well, going last sucks because I was going to say Micah Parsons. But I feel like I should change it, but I didn't really have a backup plan.
I mean, it's a good pick. Just go for
Yeah,
it.
I mean, as much as I would hate to see a Cowboy win an award,
We also
he-
got to think the media will want to push a Cowboy towards the.
I mean, I was listening to some NFL podcasts this week, and a bunch of people are picking the Cowboys to win the Super Bowl and make the Super Bowl. Everybody's picking the Cowboys to win our division, and I'm like, guys, I just listened to a whole podcast, not a whole podcast, but a good portion of a podcast where they were talking about how steep the Eagles' regression is going to be, and I'm just like, why are we talking about the Cowboys like this?
it's every single offseason.
Cowboys every year.
We do this every
It's a
year.
cycle. We're at the cycle where we hype them up. Then they're going to win 12 or 13 games. Then they're going to choke in the playoffs. And we're going to talk about how we should fire everyone. Jerry Jones is dumb. And then we'll be back to the preseason hype again. It's this continuous Cowboy circle.
Pretty much since Dak and Zeke got there, it's every offseason. Every single offseason.
And we've gotten rid of one of them.
Now they got Trey Lance, the savior. For
Yeah.
Xavier
Oh my
from North
God.
Dakota.
It is annoying, though. I'll give you that, Alberta. It's annoying.
I couldn't imagine being in their division.
Yeah, that would be annoying.
It sucks. I mean, you got rid of the biggest distraction in your division.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guy that owns your team.
You know what, Dad?
Sorry.
Somebody was going to go there.
Thought you were on my side.
We haven't
Hey, I root for the Bears.
we haven't thrown that at you for a while.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Yeah. All right.
All right, so now we're down to Rookie of the Year. Drew, what you got at Rookie of the Year?
Jordan Addison for the Vikings. All the stuff on Justin Jefferson and Kirk Cousins got to throw the ball to somebody else. So
We'll see.
I think he's a good. I think he's a good, solid pick. Most of the time, it's a receiver too. Sometimes for Rookie of the Year. Yeah. I had one or two guys. I think he'll do it. I'll say my other one if no one else says it once we get back around.
All right. Wade, what you got?
Well, I mean, if Justin Fields can win MVP without throwing the ball, Anthony Richardson should be able to win Rookie
Thank
of the Year
you.
without throwing the ball.
I'm just going to say that's my pick too. I'm going to be a homer.
There we go. Now, out of all honesty, I think it'll be Bijan.
Oh, that was gonna be my
Yeah.
the other one. Yeah.
But-
I mean,
I hope Anthony Richardson wins Rookie of the Year. I hope, but he's got some development to do.
Yeah.
I think Bijan will come in and immediately be really good. So
Yeah. No, I think that's a really good pick.
yeah,
Uncle Doug?
Well, with Wade saying Herbert's going to break out this year, I think he's going to break out throwing the ball to Quentin Johnson.
that could be.
And so I think he's going to do it. Chargers.
I mean, all the other receivers get hurt. So.
I was going to say the same thing, Drew. I was
Keenan
like,
Allen, Mike Williams, that Palmer guy.
Yep.
I mean, is it Everett? All four of them all miss time every year.
There's
Yeah.
a reason Eckler had over 100 receptions last year.
right.
Yeah.
who's also holding out, right? He hasn't reported yet, has he?
I thought he did.
I thought he came
Because
back.
he did have some bullshit going on for a while, but
When Barkley and
I
all
thought they
them
kind of called his shit out, and he just can't. Yeah, I thought he maybe he didn't. I don't know. I'm not dialed into Chargers camp. But.
Yeah, me neither. I honestly have just not paid a ton of attention to the preseason this year. Like,
I haven't watched
the
a lot.
teams
I
are
never
like,
do.
just like, hey, none of our starters are playing. Like,
Yeah,
when you can't even see guys, you know their names. I'm just like, I'm out.
Yeah,
Like, let's just watch week 1. Ray, who's your rookie? Oh, you already said
Yeah,
it's
Richardson.
Richardson. Yeah.
The reason I say that is because Jonathan Taylor's on the PUP list for the first 4 weeks. I mean, I think we got one receiver in the off season, but other than that, I mean, we're not looking to the most powerful team. But I mean, this will be his time to shine and show out if he's got what it takes, you know. So the spotlight's on him, and then if he's up for it, it's going to be his.
I think if he actually shows progression throwing the football as the year goes on, I think it's a possibility because you know he's going to run all over the place.
Yeah.
I think the key is he just needs to just start developing and make a little progress throughout the year, and I think our coach is one of the perfect guys to help him do that. And it's just hope it happens.
Yeah, most definitely.
We'll see.
Yep. Well, again, I'm gonna be anticlimactic and go with Bijan Robinson.
Yeah.
He's just, first off, he's a high pick. He's very talented, but he's in an offense built around the running back.
Well, that's it. Another thing is the one position where most people come in and dominate right off the bat is running back.
Yeah.
Usually it takes the other guys a year or two to fall into what they're going to be. Running backs can just hit the ground running, literally. And I mean, that's how it's gone throughout, many years.
And Arthur Smith's system is just
Pound
built
the ball
around
over
running
and
the
over.
running game. So,
I bet him and Tyler Algier will both get lots of carries.
yeah, I agree. All right. And we're going to do one more award before we move on to something different. What do we got for Coach of the Year, Drew?
Ooh. Let's see. Coach of the year. Let's go with the Lions head coach.
Jim Schwartz.
Dan Campbell.
Oh, Dan
Dan
Campbell.
Campbell.
Yeah, Jim Schwartz is the
Dan Campbell.
the kneecap biter.
Coach
Yeah.
of the year.
Dirty Dan.
I mean, they're everyone's pick to be the giant surprise team in the NFC or be like a juggernaut. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I think if they do what everybody is saying they're going to do this year, he's a very, very solid pick for Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
I'm just not 100% sold they're going to be a 10, 11, 12 win team.
Yeah. But the NFC is so outside of your Eagles and the 49ers, it just falls off a giant cliff unless you think the Cowboys are really going to do something major. And then, someone's got to pick up some of those wins. There's going to be a team or two that's going to end up with a pretty good record that you don't really think who it's going to be.
Someone will surprise. I mean, it happens every year. Someone
I
surprise.
mean, the Vikings last year won 13 games. You know?
They won 11 of them on last
Yeah.
possession, one possession games. That doesn't
Yeah, and I
happen.
think the
There's always
Seahawks will be
someone.
all right. They were pretty decent last year. All right. Wade, what do you got for Coach of the Year? Or who do you have for Coach of the Year?
Ooh, I think Harbaugh for the Ravens will get Coach of the Year.
Harbaugh, huh? Doesn't he
Mhm.
already have one?
I don't know, to be honest. I'm not
Is
sure
that
if he
Jim
got
or
one.
John? I can't.
John.
Yes. I think the Ravens have never really been bad with him as a head coach. Their only problems are when they have injury issues, but I think they're going to have a nice season, and I think he's going to sneak one in there.
Yeah. John Harbaugh won Coach of the Year in 2019.
19. Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, if Lamar stays healthy and they win a bunch of games, obviously that's a big possibility. So
They're always good. I mean,
Oh,
the only time they're ever even around like 500 or maybe it's just when they have injuries.
I mean they made the playoffs last year and Lamar barely played.
Yeah, he missed like the last 5 games or something.
Uncle Doug, who is your coach of the year?
I think Kyle Shanahan with the 49ers.
Kyle Shanahan.
Now, I think a lot of this is going to come down to where the Bosa plays,
Yeah.
but I think they're gonna be good.
So is that you saying that you think Brock Purdy is the real deal, not some flash in the pan last year?
I think he can be good enough in Kyle Shanahan's offense.
I
I
agree.
mean, he played enough games last
I think
year
that
to
was
prove
perfectly
he's
worded.
not.
I think he can be good enough.
It was like 8 games. I don't know that that's. I mean, Tim Tebow won a bunch of games in 1 year.
I mean, he's got everything coming back. I mean, with Christian McCaffrey, Debo, Kittle, Ayuk. I
So
mean,
if
Trent
he's
Williams
Trent Williams protecting you.
smart enough to stay within Shanahan's system.
Lonzello
I think
doesn't
he's
give
good
out on
enough.
him.
If Jimmy G can almost win a Super Bowl there, I think Brock Purdy could be
Yeah.
fine.
I mean, it's no secret that Shanahan elevates quarterbacks. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to say he doesn't. I don't know. Purdy was such a drastically different player last year than he was his entire career in college.
Yeah.
In college, he was a gunslinging turnover guy, and then last year it was like, oh, I'm going to completely take care of the ball and not take chances. And
Because Shanahan gets people wide the fuck open.
yeah,
Usually over the middle somehow. I don't know how he does it, but he always does it. And when you can just dump the ball off to McCaffrey for 11 yards every time, that helps.
Yeah.
yeah, and they do run the ball and establish the run game to keep you
Yeah.
upright a little
They
bit.
have multiple good running backs that can
Yeah.
do damage.
All right, Ray, who is your coach of the year, sir?
I'm going on a very, very short limb here, and Sean Payton.
Well, if he turns around Russell Wilson, that's a distinct possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because Russell Wilson looked awful last year.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost unrecognizable. I mean, it wasn't anything like what we've been seeing out of him in the Seahawks.
He went from him carrying the Seahawks to sucking.
Yeah.
That whole season for that whole team was just such a disaster.
Yeah.
And just that was rough.
But we've seen where Sean Payton can turn shit around, and I mean he's Hall of Fame coach, Breeze, Super Bowl down in New Orleans, so we know he can put in the work. But it's
definitely.
if Russell Wilson wants to put in the work,
Yeah.
so we'll see. But yeah,
It's a possibility. Maybe if they can squeak in a wild card or something.
yeah.
All right.
If Alberta.
I have a question. Who won Coach of the Year last year?
God, I don't know.
Is it Kyle Shanahan? No.
Did Doug Peterson get it for turning around the Jaguars?
Was it who's the Giants head coach?
Oh,
Was it him? It was
Was it
Brian
Daboll?
Daboll.
Daboll.
Yep, Brian
Yeah,
Daboll.
you're
Good
right.
job.
Way to go, Ray.
Good job, Ray.
Yeah, he did a good job.
Man, that would have been a trivia question.
I honestly did not remember. I don't know.
Well, Wade said what I was going to say. My vote is going to be for Doug Peterson to win Coach of the Year with the Jaguars. I don't think Lawrence is going to win MVP, but I do think Lawrence and that offense are going to be really good this year. And obviously, they went from, like the most disgusting, awful situation you can think of in modern sports history, which is saying something, to a pretty good team last year. So I think they take that next step and run away with their division and, have a playoff run in them. So
Yeah. I think so. And it's
Doug Peterson, Coach of the Year. All right, now we're going to go division by division and give us the division winners, and then we'll give you our wild card teams, so we'll have our playoff picture. We're going to try and go about this pretty quickly, pick up the pace here. So we're going to start in the AFC with the AFC East. I'm just going to go around. We're all going to pick our winners of the division. Drew,
Jets.
Wade,
Buffalo.
Uncle Doug,
Bills.
Ray,
Miami.
and I am also picking the Bills.
Are we going to write these down or save them or anything?
Oh,
Like we do
yeah,
with
we
basketball?
could do that.
Writing them down is probably a decent idea.
Hang out the boards. We can all take pictures of them again like we did.
Yeah, let's do that. Yep, I like that. Bring the boards.
you.
Ray, can I have one?
Yep.
Thank you.
You
And
know, what do you-
Maka.
No, I say, yeah, we need our markers back. We haven't, since we don't do
We
trivia.
haven't been doing trivia on boards lately, so.
Thanks.
All right. Bills for me. So we had 3 Bills picks, a Jets and a Dolphins pick. Yeah. Yeah, nobody wants to pick the Patriots?
As much as I hate to count Belichick out, no.
I don't want to pick them, but I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility if they have a good season.
They're never bad.
Right,
They're always
yeah.
at least
Never
decent.
count out Belichick.
We can always say this. They will be good defensively this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they hired an actual offensive coordinator. That helps when you actually have a real person to run your offense.
That's true.
Okay.
All right, now we're to the AFC North. Drew?
Give me the Bengals.
Okay. Wade?
Baltimore Ravens.
Uncle Doug?
Bengals.
Ray?
Ravens.
I'm going with the Bengals.
Ah.
All right, so we had 3 Bengals and 2 Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we go with the AFC South. Drew?
Jaguars.
Wade?
Jaguars.
Jaguars.
Ray?
I'm going with the Colts.
And I also am going with the Jaguars.
Fuck Jacksonville.
All right, and the AFC West. Drew?
Chiefs.
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 Chargers.
Gosh
I'm
dang it, Ray.
I'm also going Chiefs.
You just cursed him, Ray. Our best hope was.
All right, now to the NFC East. Drew?
Eagles.
Wade?
Eagles.
Uncle Doug?
Eagles.
Ray?
Yeah, Eagles.
I'm also going Eagles. A lot of pissed off Cowboy fans right now.
Say, are you sure, Alan?
Yeah, fuck the Cowboys fans.
NFC North. Drew?
The Lions.
I'm gonna go Green Bay.
I'm going with the Vikings.
Ray.
Green Bay. We'll go Green Bay.
Wow, I thought I was going to be the only one, but I'm picking the Packers as well. 3 of us went Packers.
I think Jordan Love, if he's just a decent game manager, I think they can win 19 games.
Yeah, they already have a good defensive running game.
Yep.
The NFC South. Drew? The worst division in football, by the way.
Saints.
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 Ray?
Yeah, we'll go New Orleans.
I also am going with the Saints purely because they have a veteran quarterback that's quality.
Right.
And
They've had a great defense.
still have
for
a good
3-4
defense.
years.
Yeah.
Oh,
they do.
yeah, they got Carr, huh?
The only,
Yeah, they had Derek Carr.
the only team that was intriguing me was Atlanta, but
Yeah,
I
that
don't
was.
think they're quite there, especially with Desmond Ritter.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, Carolina and Tampa both have talent at certain places on their team. I'm just not sold on the quarterback situation in either spot.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can protect Bryce Young either.
Yeah, and he weighs like 140 pounds. The NFC West, Drew?
49ers.
Wait.
49ers.
49ers.
Niners.
49ers. No surprise on that one, I don't think. All right, now we go with our wild card picks. Drew, you just want to tell us your first wild card teams in each conference real quick?
Oh, in each conference?
Yeah, give us one in each conference.
Yeah. Give me the Bills in the AFC and give me the Cowboys in the NFC.
Bills, Cowboys, huh? I'm also taking the Cowboys. Anybody else taking either one of those teams?
I took the Cowboys in my NFC one.
I took the Cowboys too.
I'll go Detroit, NFC, and I'll go. Shit. Yeah, I'll go Buffalo. Yeah.
No, I didn't say my AFC one. I have my first wild card in the AFC is the Bengals.
Oh.
Because I have the Ravens winning.
I already had the Bengals, so I took the Chargers.
That's who I took too. Chargers.
All right. Wade, do you want to give us 2 more picks, one for each conference?
Well, my other AFC one is the Chargers.
That's my other one.
Okay.
And in the NFC, I think I will go Seattle.
I also went Seattle.
Yeah, I took Seattle as well. And I kind of flip-flopped Wade. I took the Ravens.
And I took the Ravens on the AFC side.
Yep. So does anybody have any of their top 2 that we haven't said yet?
Have we done the Jets? Oh, no, top 2. Sorry.
I pick. Give me the Vikings.
Vikings. That's your second one?
That's my second one in the NFC.
Oh, second one. Gotcha.
Yeah, so
All right. Anybody else for their second pick?
I'm done with both mine.
Give me Seattle as my second NFC. And then give me Pittsburgh is another wild card.
I thought about them, but I didn't go there. The AFC's pretty loaded.
no, it's stacked.
It's ridiculous.
My final picks are Dolphins and Giants. So my 3 wildcard teams: Chargers, Ravens, Dolphins, Cowboys, Saints, Giants.
My third NFC one is going to be the Lions. I think they'll make a wild card. My third AFC one, I am very up in the air at the moment. I'm going to go with... I'm going to go on a little limb on this one. I think the good old dirty turd Browns make a wild card spot.
Here you go, Jimmy.
Browns, huh?
I think Deshaun Watson returns to form and they win 19 games and get a wild card.
My final wild card is going to be the Packers.
So has everybody said all 3 of their teams?
My final ones are all New York. Jets and Giants.
Jets and Giants.
I unfortunately have Aaron Rodgers missing the playoffs.
So do I.
All right, so my last pick for the NFC will be... Oh, my God. There ain't nobody really left. Everybody's trash. Yeah, give me the Giants, and then give me the Bengals.
Right. Well, now what we need from everybody will be their Super Bowl picks, who makes it, who wins it, and who gets Super Bowl MVP. Drew?
I'm going with 49ers and Bills. And give me Bills winning.
Bills beating who? I'm sorry.
49ers.
Hmm.
Bills beating 49ers, and Stephon Diggs is Super Bowl MVP.
Fair enough. Wade?
I'm going to go... I believe the Eagles will be back in the Super Bowl. And my AFC team, I'm going to go with... I'm going to go with the Bengals. Bengals, Eagles, with the Eagles winning. And the MVP will be Jalen Hurts.
Uncle Doug?
Well, I hate to copy, but I'm going to go Bills 49ers. Only I think Josh Allen will be the MVP.
Fair enough. Ray?
Ravens versus San Francisco. Lamar gets the MVP, and the Ravens win.
You're on the Lamar train this year, aren't
I
you?
think he's going to show out. I think everybody will not be surprised, but I think it's going to be kind of a scorched earth tour after this whole fucking money situation.
I'm going with a repeat of, I think the Eagles and Chiefs will be back. And this time the Eagles come out on top. Jalen Hurts MVP. So, yes, regular season and Super Bowl MVP.
It's a heck of a year.
It would be, wouldn't it?
Hey, I'm on your side, man. I got the Eagles win the Super Bowl.
All right. So, I think we've covered our basis here for the NFL preview. We hope you enjoy it because we enjoyed doing it. Hopefully, we can get back to doing these. We should have, hopefully, we can do an NBA preview again. It's what, a month and a half away?
Getting close, yeah.
Maybe even a little less than that. So, hopefully, we can get that done. So, look forward to that. We appreciate you tuning in. And catch us for our next couple episodes, last few basketball episodes before we get to football. And thanks for tuning in to Sports the NEMO Way.